So, last time we stopped right after being done with the second bonding event, affinity event of this game, so we can go and proceed with the main story. Yes, the timer has been started. First, we want to do... We want to go here first. If I remember correctly, we're gonna get a bunch of tutorials now. So we're gonna discover that way more people are into the whole let's fight the Eclipse thing. Well, is it in line? I mean, if it's an article, is it in line with the whole vibe or of the website or the newspaper when you read that line? Because at that point, if you're not okay with that, you should probably stop reading that kind of articles from that website or newspaper. That seems like something that might be related to the editorial line. I mean, was it a serious article, first of all? Like, to me, for example, it doesn't really do anything for me. Like, it's not like... Maybe it was a joke, like maybe it was trying to meme something. Okay, so with 2 by 5 1 2 Was it an article about video games? Okay. Maybe it was a reference to something. It's not the first time I actually hear that expression. I'm pretty sure I heard the same expression in GTA 5. So maybe it was a reference to that. I don't know. Like, it's one of those things that, like, that kind of terminology for a non-native speaker like me does absolutely nothing. Like, you know, I'm pretty sure it's a reference to GTA 5 because the whole scene is about a haircut. And it was a huge meme last year. But who knows? I haven't read the article, so I can only theorize here. Yeah, but the thing is, maybe the article was not supposed to be taken seriously, as in a real explanation on haircuts to begin with. Like, I'm not trying to find explanations for the author of the article, but I'm pretty sure it's a reference to a giant meme that was floating the internet, to a point where the actors, the voice actors of the GTA characters, recreated the entire scene in real life. But again, I mean, it's true. Sometimes if you meme something in an article, not everyone is going to be able to catch it. Does Miles Morales have the same haircut as Franklin from GTA? Because again, if so, it's definitely a reference to GTA 5. personally haven't seen the trailer because I haven't played anything related to Spider-Man since the SNES era. So I'm not really familiar with Miles Morales' design. Like, I've seen some screenshots. That's it. Mm-hmm. No, I can change. Let's see if I can. We'll do that later. Wait, before we go, there's something I want to check. I already got the beefy croquette. Oh yeah, this one. This stuff for later. Yeah, so more or less the usual cooking function in Trails games.
それじゃあ始めましょう。こんなアレンジはどう？
Let's try again.
それじゃあ始めましょう。こんなアレンジ。
Nope.
さーてやるか。よっしゃジョ
I think we're gonna be able to put the stuff we bought in our room. Yeah, we can buy various things to embellish this room. Mm-hmm. We place the cactus. Yeah, I'm pretty sure we don't have anything else at this point. Start working. Pretty sure I've done everything up to this point.
「ごめんください」あれ、コーン先輩？はいでも本当にいろいろなアルバイトをやってるんですね。はい、少し古いですけど安くていいところなんですよ。管理人さんも優しくていろいろと気にかけてくれますし。はい、よく利用させてもらっています部活で使うサポーターとか早くもダメにしちゃって。コウ先輩は何でもお見通しですね。千秋先輩はすごく親切な人なんです。地方から出てきて右も左もわからなかった私に空手部のエースで強くて面倒見も良くて練習方法はもちろん部活の後の息抜きの仕方までアドバイスしてくれたりして、おかげで学園にも部活にもあっという間に馴染めました。でも先週あたりからなんだかギクシャクしてきて、部活で厳しく指導してくれるのはむしろ望むところなんですけど、こちらから話しかけても返事をしてくれないこともあって、 かりません。本当に心当たりが全然なくて、一体どうすればよかったんだろうって考えてたら、今朝の稽古も身が入らなくて。すみません、コウ先輩。せっかく付き合っていただいたのに。コウ先輩ありがとうございます。でもきっと大丈夫です。私もう一度千秋先輩にちゃんと話してみようと思います。同じ武術の道を志す者同士それじゃあアルバイト頑張ってくださいね。
3,000.
私もう一度千秋先輩に同じ武術の道を志す者同士きっと通じ合えると思うから。
さっき街でキャッチの人に女の子に間違われちゃった。
Oh, sorry.
なんかメイドカフェで働いてみないかだって。
Let me see if there's anything new. There's the main plot. That's right, we can't move anywhere else. Yeah, stop measuring in booze. Our first turtle. Let's save first.
So, 話って。私商店街にはたまたま立ち寄っただけなんだけど、あんたも部活で疲れてるでしょうし、休まないと明日に差し支えるわよ。
すみません。本当は明日部活が終わったら話そうと思ったんですけど、よかったら部屋に上がって行かれませんか？
それはやめておくわ。話があるならここで聞くから。
千秋先輩、よかったら教えてくれませんか？私のどこが悪いのかを。何度考えてもどうしてもわからないんです。一体何がいけなかったのか、どうして千秋先輩を怒らせてしまったんだろうって。でも私嫌なんです。先輩とずっとこのままなんて。だからもし私が原因なら。
人の気も知らないで。あんたさえいなければ あんたさえいなければこんな思いをしなくて済んだのに。ねえ、どうして？なんでわざわざ森宮に来たの？立派な流派があるんでしょ？地元で頑張ればよかったじゃない。あんたが入部してきたせいで私は
その辺にしとけ。
時坂
相沢、さすがに言い過ぎだ。少なくとも先輩が後輩に言っていい言葉じゃねえだろ。たく、まあなんとなく気持ちはわからないでもねえが。
Jealousy is an ugly beast, let me tell you.
まずい、逃げろ。ソラ！ここは。
The Ember Labyrinth.
やっぱり異界の迷宮ってやつかよ。ソラ、いねえのか。チクショー、なんで急に。
時坂君、
柊。
呆れた。どうしてあなたがここにいるの？あれほど関わるなって忠告したでしょ。
関わりたくて関わったんじゃねえっての。ってそんなことを言ってる場合じゃねえんだ。このままじゃ空が。
どうやらイクリプスの現場に出くわしたみたいね。落ち着いて詳しい状況を聞かせてちょうだい。
あ
あ、なるほどね。最低限の状況は分かったわ。とにかくあなたはここで引き返しなさい。生島さんだったわね。その子は私が助け出すから。
断る。巻き込まれたのは俺の後輩だ。黙って見てられるわけねえだろ。
仕方がないわね。あなたソウルデバイスをもう一度出現させることはできるの？
え？そういや、あの時は無我夢中でいつの間にか出てきたような。
Well, it's time to learn.
なんだ？見覚えのねえアプリが。
ソウルデバイスの保存と展開を司るアプリよ。敵各社が一度権限させた力を自在に展開できる。いでよ、エクセリアンハーツ。ここで時間をロスするのは避けたいわ。今一度あなたの協力を認めましょう。
そりゃどうも。来い、レイジングギア。そうと決まればとっとと行くぞ。
ええ、せいぜい足を引っ張らないようにね。
Okay, so this is basically the quartz system from Trails, more or less. See, we have a master core, which is basically a master quartz, and we can equip stuff. You know what? I think I'm gonna go with Horse 2 for now. Wong 2 on Live 2. You can see the information of the grid. So the monsters, basically. What kind of monsters we will find in this dungeon. Their element. Of course, we can only see the silhouette because we haven't played through the dungeon yet. That's something we're gonna go and do now. Are the enemies sign? Yes. We don't have the wind user yet. Okay, this should be good. Let's open this, secure potion 1. Let's open this. It's gonna connect here. There we go. See, you can do this. Ouch. Huh.
柊お疲れ
I want to go here. Nope.
よしゲットだ
Oh, really? Come on. Oh, we can kill this. Wait, isn't here... Okay. That's right, we can double jump. We can double jump. Hey, Silver Shot. How's it going? Also, it's Silver Shot, right? Because I was reading it as Silver Shot, because the second I... I read it as an L. So if I butchered your name, I'm sorry. Oh, it's going pretty good. Oh, come on. I avoided that. Come on. Oh, really? That's how you want to do it? Okay. Well, if your true intention is Silver Shot, then I think I'll stick with the true intention. It's not a problem with you. But yeah, I'm doing fine. I'm doing fine. I'm particularly happy today because I was able to finally finish uploading on YouTube my Waldarms playthrough. So Waldarms is fully uploaded on YouTube. You can type in !YouTube to get a link to the channel. Because the bot apparently, yeah, that's right. Thank you very much. But yeah, I have uploaded Waldarms in its entirety. Between tomorrow and Wednesday, I'll be able to upload also the entirety of Shining Force, and then I'll start uploading Tokyo Xanadu. Don't you dare. Ouch, I can't see it. Oh, come on. I'm also on Twitter. For anyone who's interested, I use Twitter as my main social media outlet. I post wherever I go live. I post wherever I update something on YouTube. Oh, I haven't checked. Okay. Sorry. But yeah, we can warp like this. Yeah. Of course she's fighting back. She's a badass. So, Super Shot, did you play more Trails? You just started chapter 2. Nice. So as I was reading yesterday in Crazen's chat, you missed some side quests along the way, right? You missed one. Don't do that. Oh, come on. Hang on a second. Oh, the Lost Cat one. Why am I getting hit so hard? Yeah, I probably have to. Okay. Oh, you have reloaded to get it. Yeah, I here's the thing. One thing that I don't know if you know, but Trails in the Sky has an autosave mode. Up to 10 autosaves if I remember correctly. And it's the page before the first page of the normal saves. So if you have missed something, you can check there if there's an autosave, because the game autosaves every time you change location. You change screen, basically. Now, of course, 2 hours is a lot. So there's probably no autosave that goes back to 2 hours. But my recommendation, if you don't have an autosave that goes back to a specific point in time you need, is to start saving like every 20-30 minutes on a different slot. You now have multiple save files to do just that. Smart. Is there ever a point where the Trail series tells you that a new event is possible? That way you can go hunt for it. You'll have to play a lot, because I'm pretty sure, I'm trying to think. Well, it depends. For example, Cold Steel 3 and Cold Steel 4 are probably the best games on that regard, specifically because they tell you in the overworld map where you can teleport, they put a new icon every time there's something new in a specific location. And that something new might be new dialogue, it might be an optional boss that appeared, it might be a new quest. All the quests are marked with green exclamation marks on the map. Special events are marked with either a green or a blue star in CS3 and CS4. Even technically stuff that should be hidden, like the hidden quests that are so present in the Trail series, are still marked on the map in Cold Steel 3 and Cold Steel 4. Unfortunately, those are the first games that do that with regarding the icon near the name of the location. But of course, we're also talking about a distance in time of what? 14? 15 years almost between Trails in the Sky first chapter and CS3 and CS4. A little bit less than that, but enough to warrant a change in mentality from the developers. I feel like, here's the thing. If you want to go for a playthrough and get everything out of Trails of the Sky first chapter, second chapter, and third, use a guide. I know it's bad. It's bad. But if you want to get everything, there's the only way. You're going to miss stuff along the way. Especially, for example, books. There are some books in Trails in the Sky first chapter and second chapter that you can only get, certain volumes specifically, you can only get in very, very, very short time windows. And I'm talking about one cutscene ended, let's backtrack to an area. Because if you don't do that at that moment, the next moment you're going to start the next cutscene, that book is gone. Yes, they do that. They do that. They absolutely do that. They absolutely do that. There are some cutscenes that I feel like you definitely want to do. There are some cutscenes you definitely want to do. There is one specifically in the next chapter that, in my opinion, is one of the best quests of the trilogy. I can't really talk about it because that would be spoilery. But it's a very interesting side quest. Oh yeah, I mean, if you can find, look, if you can find a guide that is super spoiler free, I want to say use that, absolutely. When it comes to Falcom games, guides created by Zoelius are pretty good. I think though they're not on GameFAQs, they are on. I want to say Neoseeker. I followed a couple of those guides on my second playthroughs, and I was able to get everything. You're currently using Neoseeker. That is probably the guide I'm talking about, because those guides have all the spoilers marked. I think they have all the names of the bosses just in case there's a boss fight in a side quest still covered. But yeah, the other thing I can say to you is just enjoy what the game throws at you. Trails in the Sky first chapter is a very chill game, but there is a reason on why a lot of people was waiting crazily for the sequel. Also, I can tell you that as you play the series, as you play through the games over the years, and you think back to certain moments in Trails in the Sky first chapter, specifically when it comes to characters, you can see the growth. That's why Estelle Bright is absolutely my favorite JRPG protagonist. I want to say one of my favorite video games protagonists or character in general ever, because the way she grows throughout the trilogy and the rest of the series in general is beautiful. But of course, it's not something that is just tied to Estelle. That's it. There are a ton of characters that it seems like they start as your usual trophy character that you've seen 700,000 times somewhere else. And of course, it's true. They start as trophy characters, but the way they evolve from that, the way they use sometimes those tropes to create something better is beautiful.
そっちは柊さんだっけ？珍しい組み合わせね。
なんだ、柊を知ってたのか。
知ってるも何も有名人じゃない。米国からの帰国子女なんでしょ？
そんな大層なものじゃないけど、突然訪ねてごめんなさい。時坂くんが知り合いだと聞いたから、ちょっと仲立ちをお願いしたのよ。少し聞きたいことがあって。
聞きたいこと？
ここ数週間、身の回りで変わったことは起きなかった？どんな些細なことでもいいのだけど。
変わったことって急に言われても。 別に変わったことなんて特になかったと思うわよ。そもそも最近
あ、なんだって？
はなんでもないわよ。だいたいなんで私こんなことを聞かれてるわけ？
いえ、ちょっと個人的に気になることがあってありがとう。心当たりがないなら。
わけわかんない。帰国子女って変わってるわね。ねえ時坂、あの後空はどうしてた？
ああ、相当へこんでた。一晩経った今でもな。朝は一人で鍛錬に打ち込んでた。多分じっとしてられねえんだろ
そう。
う。部外者が立ち入るのもどうかとは思うが、2年のお前がもう少し広い心で受け入れてやることはできる。
Your favorite is probably Vivi from Final Fantasy IX for a singular game. Well, you'd be delighted to know that FF9 is my favorite Final Fantasy. Vivi is a big reason, but in general, Vivi's character and Vivi's relation with the main theme of Final Fantasy IX. Garrett from Golden Sun for a series. I haven't played Golden Sun. I have both Golden Sun 1 and 2 on my list. Golden Sun is pickable by a follower. Or of course, it could be randomly picked by the website I use to pick games. The selection of JRPG series is linked to pick protagonists from.
あんたに私の気持ちはわからないわよ。武術に真剣に打ち込んできた人間にしか。
あ、おい。
Let's go through this cutscene and then we can talk about that.
言っちまったか。
彼女、やっぱり異界と関わりがあるわね。
わかるのか？
ええ、サーチアプリが強い数値を弾き出しているわ。おそらく彼女自身すら気づかないままに。それにさっきの時坂君とのやりとりで。
そうか。そっちの方は正直全くわからんが。まあいい。だったらすぐにでも追いかけて。
続きは放課後ね。
仕方ねえ。また声をかけるとすっか。
時坂君。
空、寺田先輩も。
よかった。まだ書いてなかったのね。千秋、どこに行ったか知らない？え？
相沢のやつ、
それが昼休みが終わってすぐ早退したみたいなの。しかも顧問の先生にいきなり退部届を出した上で。さすがに寝耳に水だったから事情聞こうと思ったんだけど、家にも帰ってないらしくてサイフォンも切ってるみたいで。行方がわからないんですか？私もさっき聞いたばかりで。千秋先輩。
空。
まったくもう。とにかくもし見かけたら教えてちょうだい。まずいわね。今の相沢さんを一人にするのは危険だわ。
どういうことだ？
人間の持つ負の感情、怒り、妬み、そねみ、恨み。そんな想念に グリードが引き寄せられるケースがあるわ。
And there's a lot of jealousy in her.
そして目をつけた者の感情の揺らぎに共鳴して異界化を引き起こし、まるで神隠しのように異界に引きずり込んでしまう。本人を、もしくは居合わせた人間を。
それはじゃあ昨日起きた異界化は相沢が原因だったってことか。
可能性は高いでしょう。このままじゃ彼女自身が異界に取り込まれるのも。
だったら急ぐぞ。きっとまだ町のどこかにいるはずだ。
ええ、探してみましょう。なんとか日没までに見つけないと。
Favorite song. Alright, so first of all, let's go step by step. When it comes to characters, I enjoy. It's very rare I go for a main character. I want to say Estelle Bright is probably. Well, not really, but I tend to get. I don't know, more attached to party members, secondary characters. Like, for example, I've talked about it multiple times. Xenoblade Chronicles is one of my favorite games of all time. If it wasn't for Chrono Trigger, I want to say Xenoblade Chronicles would be my favorite game of all time. And yet, my favorite character from that game is not Shulk. It's Melia. And she even deserved a spot in my emotes. When it comes to Golden Sun, second message, I do know some things about the games. I do know how they are structured between the first game and the second game. I do know that djinns are one of the main mechanics. They are basically summons, but there are way more djinns than, I don't know, summons in Final Fantasy. I want to say more than summons, I think djinns are magic, like magic attacks. That's why there are a lot of djinns, and it's a very puzzly series. So I want to say if you're a fan of puzzles in video games, Golden Sun could be the series for you. And how does voting for the next game work? So here's how we do things here. Now, let's remove the last 2-3 months from the conversation, because the next 3 months were kind of weird, specifically because Trails to Azure, Cold Steel 3 and Cold Steel 4 were not planned. Were not planned playthroughs, or at least were not planned playthroughs in a specific at a specific point in time. It was more like I am replaying all the Trails games on this channel as soon as the fan translation to Trails to Azure drops. I'm gonna play that, and then I'm gonna go straight into CS3 and CS4 back to back, because I have not played those games yet, and I'm tired to go around the internet avoiding spoilers. In fact, this is technically this game is part of my usual schedule. Tokyo Xanadu EX Plus was already decided to be played last year, at the end of last year. So here's how we do things in this channel. I pick 5 random games from this list. Now I don't have the... I pick 5 random games from this list from the Pickable tab, using a website that randomly pick lines. And those are technically the next 5 games I am gonna play in my schedule. I'm gonna put in between some games picked by me, usually stuff that is challenges or second playthroughs, or games I'm particularly interested in trying. Like, for example, right now I am playing through my schedule and the Ease series, which is a series I have already played at the hardest difficulty. So the next game is going to be Ease 6, The Ark of Napishtim, at the hardest difficulty, and then I'm going to follow it with the next game picked by followers. So I have game 1, game 2, game 3, game 4, game 5, and in between those games I'm going to put games picked by me. So as I was saying, we pick 5 games randomly from that list, and if you have 20,000 channel points available, you can decide to switch one of the games that got randomly picked with a pick of your own choice from the same list. So you don't need to, donate, use beats. No, I use channel points for that. So if you accumulate 20,000 channel points, and let's just say the next game picked by the website is, I don't know, Super Mario World. Okay, you don't want to see Super Mario World, or you're not interested. You're interested in seeing me play Golden Sun, for example, and you have 20,000 channel points. You can redeem the chance to remove Super Mario World from the 5 games and add Golden Sun in its place. I am thinking about other rewards that might influence game choices. Like for example, there is something called Retro Achievements, which is a website that connected to RetroArch, which is my main emulator, adds achievements to retro games. So I was also thinking about bringing in games to complete 100% achievements, kind of playthroughs, maybe second playthroughs. I mean, retro games usually are pretty short in comparison to 2-day games. I could also implement modern games with the normal Steam or Platinum system from PS4 in that list. Yeah, we're going to the blacksmith first. But of course, I'm still thinking on how to implement that, because if you think about it, not every game is the same when it comes to achievements. Like something like Final Fantasy IX, for example, I would never give anyone the choice to pick Final Fantasy IX for a 100% achievement, if not for something like 1 million points. And that's specifically for 2 achievements that are on the new remaster. The King of the Jump Rope one, which I did once in my life back in the PS1 era. I'm not gonna do that ever again. And the one that is like kill 10,000 enemies. 10,000 enemies in Final Fantasy IX is a lot of time. So if I'm gonna do something like that, Final Fantasy IX is not gonna be picked with like, I don't know, 100,000 points, but 1 million. Even 2. I don't want to spend like 10 hours trying to jump a freaking rope. You like the system? I'm happy you like. Unfortunately, seeing your game played on the channel, like the game you picked on the channel, it's not as fast as other channels. But it's gonna get played eventually. Like this game was picked last year by Boom Cannon. And if it wasn't for the Trails games in between, I would have been done with this. Yeah, the jump rope game is very annoying. Very annoying, especially because I'm pretty sure that the timing between the PS1 version, which is the one I played originally, and the Steam re-release, which is my second copy. I do own like 4 copies of Final Fantasy IX. One is here. You can see it here. This is the PAL copy of FF9, specifically the Italian one. I have the Steam version, I have the Switch version, and I have the PS4 version. Yes, because most of the times the games I have on the list, like the games the followers want me to play, are also games I'm interested in. Of course, you also get the troll choice, the bad game. Usually it's because it's a revenge on something I did. Like, for example, there is a game that it has become a meme on this channel, Oshigami. Oshigami is a tactical RPG that came out in the very late years of the PS1 era. And I knew Oshigami had the fame of not being that good, but I still put it on the list. I made Mr. JRPG play that game. He dropped it on chapter 1, and of course, he took his revenge and picked the game for me to play. First stream, okay. I realized that the game was probably not going to be my cup of tea with certain gameplay decisions, but I was ready to play that game until the end. Second stream, I started seeing some really bad stuff, and I said, you know what, I don't really want to spend too much time on this game. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna sacrifice my off-stream time to grind, and I grinded to level 99 before the end of chapter 1. Yes, I spent hours and hours and hours grinding before reaching the end of the first chapter, because I wanted to destroy the game. Unfortunately, that is absolutely useless, because the game uses a system where at some point, if you have not understood how the magic system works, you're screwed, because your stats are basically useless when it comes to fighting enemies physically. So the game dropped on me level 70 enemies in the final chapter. I was level 99, by the way, from chapter 1. The game drops on you level 70 enemies that takes like 10 minutes just to beat one physically, because they are super resistant. How long did that take? Is it a level system like FF8? No, it's your typical tactical RPG leveling. As soon as you reach 100 EXP, you're gonna level up. There is a way to do that. I've discovered a way to do that. Basically, if you AoE heal, you get like 5 times the experience. So I spent hours and hours inside a training tower, because every chapter has a training tower. Like, the developers knew that the players were gonna grind. Every chapter has a training tower, and I spend hours and hours in that training tower fighting battles while using certain characters to just heal everyone to level them up. Dun, dun, dun. Let's go up. Oh, here's the thing. When I booted up the game for the first time, the first thing I said is, this game looks like Final Fantasy Tactics, because the game doesn't look bad at all. It looks better than other tactical RPGs I've seen over the years, to be honest. But it doesn't play like Final Fantasy Tactics at all. Like, the magic system is one of the most contrived and obtuse systems I've ever seen in a video game. And And the cherry on top was the fact that at the end of a playthrough that went for almost 100 hours, and 80% of those hours were grinding, I got the bad ending. The game has multiple endings. Yep. I cried inside and I promised myself to never touch Oshigami again. I'm gonna make Grayson play Oshigami though. He has to. He has to share my suffering. He said to me that he's gonna make me play Wild Arms XF, which is a game he hasn't liked. I don't think it's gonna be worse than Oshigami. Poor Fuka. Well, I've only played the first Wild Arms, and I've played a little bit of Altered Code F, which is the remake of the first Wild Arms. So I was kind of surprised by XF completely changing the formula. This is a tactical RPG, while Wild Arms usually is a normal turn-based JRPG. And to be honest, the little bit I've seen of XF, because I had to avoid spoilers, it also didn't remind me a lot of Wild Arms. Usually when you think about Wild Arms, you think about a Western-themed environment with an acoustic guitar in the background. And I don't think that game has anything like that. Maybe I just missed that part. Yes, I am. Yeah, so if I remember correctly, Nobuo is the character which will ask for recipes, like dishes, prepared dishes. But yeah, talking about my schedule after this game, as I was saying, we have A6, the Ark of Nabishtim, second playthrough, so it will be, I think it's Inferno plus Catastrophe, that's the name of the hardest difficulty. It doesn't have a normal nightmare mode. I think it has Inferno, Catastrophe, and Inferno plus Catastrophe. That kinda puts together both aspects of the two difficulties. And then we have Horizon Zero Dawn, which will be the last game of the five batch of game, the batch of 5 games that was picked last year. I think I'm gonna stick to the PS4 version though. I don't own the PC version of the game yet. In fact, I'll have to reconnect my capture card. So I think I'm gonna do the next, like I'm gonna pick the next 5 games probably either at the end of E6 or at the start of Horizon Zero Dawn. We do have some people ready with their points. They already know what they want. Also, you can use your points if you have 20,000 channel points. And trust me, if you're a regular here, it doesn't really take you that much. Like, there's still time before we get to the next choice. But yeah, the rule is you can switch a game for something you like, but you can also confirm a game and make it unswitchable. For example, Tokyo Xanadu EX Plus is the only game that was part of the original batch of games before everyone used their points to switch around things. And Boom Cannon confirmed the game. So he used 20,000 channel points to replace Tokyo Xanadu with Tokyo Xanadu. New books, please. New books. No. No, you can use 20,000 channel points to do both. You can replace something for 20,000 and you can confirm something. Like, you have one pick. You can choose it to replace or confirm, but it's just 20,000. The reason why I stayed with one pick per follower, because you just need to be a follower of the channel, is because I don't want a single person to monopolize the games. Because if you have like 100,000 channel points, you could technically pick 5 games. I don't want to do that. So once you have picked or confirmed one game for this batch, you're out. I've been thinking about different ways also to make someone pick more games. But again, the spirit is always not let a single follower monopolize all the games. So if I'm gonna give the chance to someone to pick a second game, a third game, those games are gonna be extra. They're probably gonna take the spot of the games picked by me. So they're not gonna override games picked by other followers. And it's probably gonna be something tied to beats or donations. Don't wanna go. I think I've explored everything here, so I wanna go to the clubhouse. Also, there are special occasions where we could just play something different. Like, I was thinking about joining the whole October in horror vibe. So maybe play some horror games in October. Not the entire month, maybe a couple of games. Maybe replay something I've played in the past that I haven't played in years, like the first Silent Hill, for example, which is a game I absolutely adore. It was my first horror game, and the first horror game I was able to complete on my own. It took me weeks, if not months, because it came out when I was like, what, 11? So maybe I can try and do that at some point in October. I'm mostly running around because, not because I don't know where to go, because I know where to go, but because I want to try and get as many profile pages as possible. And I don't know which characters specifically do have profile pages at this point in time. Yeah, male student and female student 06 do not have profile pages, unfortunately, so. Yeah, I want to say I'm done. I want to say I am done. So we're going to go here. Oh. Okay, this one has page. I need to check my mic filters because it's not picking me up when I whistle, and I hate that because I like whistling songs. Let's buy candies. She likes candies, so let's buy candies. I want to wait for buying ingredients. I don't have enough money, and I'm still not in that part of the game where I want to grind for gems to trade. Yep, we can. should have decent amount. Yeah, and this is I want to say where the ease side of the things comes into play when it comes to our powering up system, because we have a quartz system like Trails, but we can power up skills like ease, like certain ease games. Yeah, don't bully Mayu. Wait, do I have... Hang on a second. Do I have anything... I mean, I have a plate. Use a plate. Oh yeah, absolutely. Oh, that's right. We can also combine. Get fire sword 1, lightning sword, steel sword, sword, poison sword, shadow sword. We exchange this. No, I wanna this. Bum, bum, bum. And of course, just like the ornament system in Trails, you do not only unlock slots, you can power them up. You can level them up, to be more precise. We can't upgrade anything. Sorry, we don't have a sapphire oil. You... Oh god, you can not do that in Trails in the Sky first chapter. Because you can only open up slots. That is something that comes into play later in the series. So, are you concentrating on unlocking your slots? Or one character, specifically both characters? Are you grinding for sepiths? I'm always interested in hearing what other players that are going for the first time through the games do at the start. You're unlocking all slots for everyone. You're not grinding for it, just finding anything you come across, which is more or less what I do. I don't grind usually in Trails games. So the thing I like about the Trails games is that technically there is a level cap per chapter, which is not a real level cap, but the scaling EXP present in the games basically introduces a level cap. Like, you can't grind. You can just hit a certain level. At that point, you're gonna get so little EXP that you need to spend like an ungodly amount of hours just to get one more level. And I'm pretty sure you can do that just by fighting everything. So you don't really need to grind for levels. There might be a moment in time where you wanna upgrade your quartz, and you want to go for specific enemies that drop a certain type of sepith, But usually you don't do that. Yes, we can. So this is one of the main mechanics. You can go back. Yeah, usually that doesn't come into play until later. Like I want to see. Okay, okay. I got S. I don't need to go back here. I could technically redo this once. I think I want to redo this at some point until I get S rank. Because I don't really like rushing through dungeons, to be honest. I've talked with everyone, so... All right. I can talk here. But of course, you can decide to grind for sepits because you want to get the best courses available from the very start of each chapter and be overpowered at the end. I think like the best thing you want to focus on in every trails except Cold Steel, because Cold Steel changes things a little bit regarding that, is reading your Bracer notebook, because your Bracer notebook is literally the best thing ever when it comes to Orbman setups, because the notebook shows you every single magic attack or magic in general available in the game, and it tells you how many elementals you need to get each magic attack or magic buff. So you want to spend some time reading that. Okay, now let's go. Oh, wait. Okay. What you doing? Don't whine. So you can plan ahead, for example. Yes. Trust me. Take a look at your Bracer notebook, because not only you have all the info regarding the main quest, the side quests, you also get the info on the Orphans. Yes, you can plan ahead builds for your characters. Like, for example, do you want Earthwall, which is basically a magic buff that denies one attack? You want to get Earthwall, you know which elementals are needed, and you can plan ahead. Okay, I need a course that has this amount of elementals and this amount of elementals. They have to be on the same line in my Orbman setup, and bam. You're suddenly good. Yes, I'm telling you this because it's easy to not read the Bracer Notebook. Like, the Bracer Notebook is basically the game's manual. It's not really something that I think people should ignore. It's basically an in-game manual. And it kind of ties into the story, as in bracers are supposed to take notice on everything that happens, on every situation, any change in the environments on their bracer notebook. Nah, it's not your fault. Okay. Yeah, I said Cold Steel is not really to take into consideration when it comes to that, because Cold Steel removed the Orbment's line as a system, so you don't really have to have a combination of certain Orbments to, certain quartz to have specific magic attacks. It works more like a materia system. Like Cold Steel is more like orbs. Quartzes are more like materias, as in they do contain the attack or the buff or anything else already in the quartz. So you equip it, you have it. Let's start with Coconut Shrine. I think overall my favorite system is the crossbelt system, which is something you will find in game number 4 and 5, Zero and Azure, which have the line system from Sky and the Master Quartz from Cold Steel. Yeah, you don't really need to plan stuff if you want. Just know that magic attacks are obtained through combinations of elementals. Every quartz has an elemental charge. It could be, I don't know, 3 wind, 4 space, 1 mirage, and combined with another quartz that has other elementals, you can get more than 1 attack. You can get like 3-4 magic new attacks. New magic attacks. Don't invert words me, please. Try to speak English if you can. Yeah, dude. Don't be like that. Yes. I think we can start equipping these ones now. The gold bangle, for example. And Elisa strat, because why not? Da-da-na-na-na. That's true. You suck. Don't come back here again. Station Square. Yeah, I mean, we have medicines. That may be an over-exaggeration though, lady. Mm-hmm. Okay, if you want to buy anything here, you can buy shield. And veil. Magic defense plus 15 and defense plus 10. Also buy life. You know what? For now, well, I do have shield too already. Veil too. I'm gonna give you life. Already have life too. Yeah, we can't do anything here. Okay, so the kid is really interested in Cold Steel 2, apparently. Interesting. Got a new Trails fan here. Oh no, don't worry. Just monsters and demons. The usual, you know? It's the kind of delinquent I want to be like. Wait, did I miss something here? I think there is. Not now, but I'm pretty sure there are going to be NPCs later here. Da-da-dun, da-da-dun-dun-dun. Got everything. Ooh, front page is being updated. Time to go to Brick Alley. Mm-hmm. It was the square, the street, the alley. Pretty sure, yeah. Mm-hmm. because we have to deduct. So we have to deduct. We have to be the Lloyd Bennings of Morimiya. That's gonna trigger the main plot. So first let's finish. I wanna buy this. Hey Pickle, yup, Trails of Cold Xanadu. East Edition. It goes pretty well. How is the day going for you? Yeah. Good. Playing a bit of Dragon Age Inquisition. Did you get more progress in 14? Sure. I think this is the Kagemaru NPC. Yeah, I feel you. I mostly still play the game basically every day, but I took a break from main story. And now I'm just doing mainly crafting. Like I'm going through the botanist job now, the carpenter. I think I want to reach 60 with all of those, and then I'm gonna start over again. You can get levels pretty fast with leaves. Like you get like usually 1 level per leaf if you know where to look for them. The gallery is still closed. Morimiya resident is not gonna have anything, fortunately. Nope. Like this. Oh, I think I do have. Yep. Ah, the Orbal Network. I'm expecting Epstein's name to appear. Now we are smart. Oh, that's right, we can do this. See?
さて、やるか。こんなのはどうだ?
Nice.
それじゃあ始めましょう。私としたことが。
We got a wind shard.
さて、やるか。やばいだろこれ。
A gelatinous goo. Alright, to Morimiya Memorial Park. Are we ready? Not quite yet, because we want to save first. Now we're ready. Talking to pigeons. I'm sorry, I have to do that. Kinda like I find myself talking to chickens in Trails in the Sky. What do you have? What do you have? Nothing we're interested in at this point in time. Good doggo. Good doggo.
いろいろあってな。とにかく無事でよかったぜ。
ええ、どうやら大事に至らずに済んだみたいね。
まあ気にしないでくれ。それよりお前退部届を出しちまったんだってな。
あんたには関係ないでしょ。
まあそうだな。俺も中学で部活を辞めた口だし、辞めるのは個人の勝手だろ。けどな、 空手部の連中は心配してたぞ。部長さんももちろん空もな。
もう疲れたのよ。これ以上惨めな思いをしたくないの。あの子が空が入ってきて最初は本当に嬉しかったわ。あれだけ有望な後輩、どこまで伸びるか楽しみだった。何よりも先輩としてひたむきなあの子の手本になれることが誇らしかった。でもある時練習の最中に気づいてしまった。瞬発力にパワー、体幹の強さにバランス感覚、古流の空手で磨いたらしい。技のキレや格闘センスそのもの。あの子が私とは次元の違う本物の天才だってことに。今はギリギリ私が上だけど、すぐあっという間に追い抜かれる。それに気づいてからあの子に笑顔を返せなくなって、空への真っ黒な気持ちを抑えられなくなっちゃって、可愛かったはずの後輩に辛く当たってしまうようになって、そうしたらそんな自分にますます嫌気がさしてきちゃって。
相沢、
ああ、ほんと情けないよね。小さい頃から迷いなくひたすら空手に打ち込んできたつもりだったけど、才能の差を見せつけられたくらいでこんなにも心を乱しちゃって。
いや、俺も少しは分かるような気がするぜ。5年以上前になるか、じいさんの道場で空と一緒に稽古をしてた時のことだ。外見こそガキそのものだったが、心から楽しそうにただまっすぐに稽古に打ち込んでてな。子供心に眩しいって思ったもんだぜ。その後俺は中学くらいにじいさんの道場に行かなくなったが、今考えりゃあの時の空みたいに自分がまっすぐに打ち込めない、心から楽しんで武術に取り組める才能がないって気づいたのがそう思ってな。
そっか。
でもよ、別にそれでもいいんじゃねえか。
え？
嫉妬なんて誰にでもあることだろう。それ自体はそこまで恥ずかしがることじゃねえ。それに空にしたって完全無欠の天才ってわけでもねえ。現にちょっとしたいさかい程度で技や動きのキレが鈍るくらいだ。まだ一年坊。心の鍛錬はこれからだって証拠じゃねえか。
あ
あ、俺が言うのもなんだが、修行不足はお互い様だろ。先輩とか後輩とか一旦抜きにしてみろよ。そうしたらお互いに分かり合えるんじゃねえか。
時坂くん、
もう遅いわよ。だって私空にあんなひどいこと言っちゃったんだよ。あんたさえいなければ、あんたさえいなければこんな思いをしなくて済んだのに。
相沢、それは
今さら許してもらえるわけないじゃない。
いけない。
相沢、
イクリプス、やはり得意点として働いていたみたいね。千秋先輩、あなたは。
空、どうしてここに。
その千秋先輩の悲鳴が聞こえてきて、こう先輩、千秋先輩はそこにいるんですね。
空、お前こいつが見えるのか。
いえ、なんとなく何かがあるくらいにしか。でも 感じるんです。千秋先輩がそこに消えたんじゃないかって。
そうか。
大丈夫、心配はいらない。私が必ず助け出してみせるわ。時坂君、彼女を連れて一旦安全なところへ。
Nope, she's gonna join.
いいえ、どうか私も連れて行ってください。この公園は前に先輩に教えてもらった場所なんです。もやもやしている時はここで走り込むのが一番だって。
あ
だからこの場所が分かったのね。
ここに来てたっていうことはやっぱり先輩も悩んでいたんです。あんなに面倒見が良くて優しかった千秋先輩が私のことで。だから私がこの手で先輩を助けてあげたい。そして今度こそ正面から向かい合いたいんです。
この光、まさか。
轟けバリアント。
こいつは
抵抗のソウルデバイス。
これってあの時先輩たちが持っていた。思い出しました。昨日のこと全部。不思議な場所と大きな土偶みたいなのと。そっか、私も先輩たちに助けてもらっていたんですね。
さすがにたまげたぜ。
ええ、彼女まで敵隠しだったなんて。
どうする柊。空は知っての通り正真正銘の
Yeah, we're gonna
武術の天
punch
才
stuff.
だ。この状況で戦力に加えない。
First time I played this game, I have used her a lot. That I remember.
それは
お願いします。この力があればきっと先輩たちのお役に立てるはずです。
もう分かった、分かりました。ソラさんだったわね。ネメシスの名においてあなたに協力を要請するわ。
よくわかりませんが、よろしくお願いします。
よし、そうと決まれば全部は
Yep,
急げ
Pickle,
だ。
it's time to punch. And kick. I think she kicks too because she does karate, so.
とっとと乗り込んで相沢を助けるとしようぜ。
はい、行きましょう。
Oh, this is another song I really enjoyed. The Moonlit Garden. She also has her own costumes, of course. We could give her fee. Oh, that's right.
水が張られ
早く靴がずぶ濡れだぜ。
ま、腹をくくるしかないわね。滑るわね。慎重に。
Ouch, that's right, you do this.
交代するぜ。
交代するわ。とどめ。行きます。
Oh, what do I do? We have to go for magic attacks. Oh, please. Please. Sora らしいまっすぐな武器だな。
ええ、時坂君は随分ひねくれているみたいだけど。交代するわ。交代します。
うるせえっての。任せろ。
Let me try them all. We should be able to fix them. Why am I pressing this? Give me that.
やった制覇できました。あら宝箱ね。
City shoes.
滑るわね。慎重に進まないと。交代すか。シュートシュート。
Okay.
交代します。変わります。砕け散れ。
Perfect. Limited skill usage, all attacks or enemies' elemental weakness, gradually yields HP. Oh no, I always press the wrong one. I forgot how to play with an Xbox One controller. Unfortunately, I don't know why.
ゲットだ。
ここは任せて。シュートシュート。セコセコセコセコ。
交代します。やせ
任せ。
交代する。シュートセコ。
行きます。はっはっはっはっせ
行くわよ。
交代。せいや。せい。
滑るのね。慎重に進まないと。
せい。
行きます。
Thunderwall. Hmm. Hey, Dark Phoenix. Thank you so much for the raid. Welcome to the stream. How's it going? And welcome everyone from Dark Phoenix stream. Hang on a second. Let me reach the end of this Eclipse. Pretty close, and I'm gonna do something. Okay. Let me do something real quick for you. Can you please? Oh, okay. Give you a shout out. Ah, Cold Steel 2. Nice. Oh, I'm doing good. I'm doing good. How are you doing? And thanks again for the raid. Really appreciate it. Did I like the CS4 ending? I really liked it, and I want to say it was the kind of ending I was expecting. I'm not gonna go too much into details because we have people here who is now going through the game, but it's the kind of ending I was expecting, as a sort of, we're gonna give you some closure, but not enough to close plot development for the other games, because Ajimari is probably gonna bring in some new stuff, close on stuff that was brought up in the Cold Steel arc and Crossbow. There is one thing I was not expecting, which is the optional scene at the end of the credits. And it's a scene that made me theorize for 30 minutes after the ending of the game. About the identity of a certain someone. Well, about the identity of a couple of people. Really? I can't do anything? What's the... We can do this though. Yes, I really liked it. I really liked it. I'm glad that I did all the quests before getting into the final dungeon. So I kinda knew that there were more endings, because the item you get, it's used somewhere, but the game doesn't really tell you when it's going to be used or how it's going to be used, and you reach the final boss and you still have the item unused. So I kind of realized at that point what they were going for. What do I want to do? What do these? Let me give you here. Let me give you Thunder one, maybe. I will try to replay them all if I can. It's kind of my plan to play them in nightmare mode, if I can. Give you some defense. Oh yeah, don't worry, absolutely. Thanks again for the raid. Really appreciate the support, and have a good night, Dark Phoenix, and see you next time. See you, DP. Have a good night.
空なの。どうしてここに？
なんだあの影みてえなのは。
まさかあれが。大丈夫ですか、千秋先輩。今助けて。
バカ！なんで来たのよ。助けるだなんて。私にそんな価値ない。あんたにどれだけひどいことをしたと思って。
そんなこと言わないでください。私は千秋先輩のこと尊敬しています。だって先輩は私の知らない強さを教えてくれたから。私上京したばかりの頃、新しい生活に馴染めるか。でも先輩が支えてくれたおかげでそんな不安から救われたんです。本当の強さは単なる力や技なんかじゃない、人を勇気づけられる強さなんだって知ることができたんです。
ソラ、
私これからも先輩と一緒に、そして本当の意味で強くなりたい。だから
ソラ。
Elder Greed, Glare Phantom.
ファントム、人の心の影につけ込むエルダーグリード。相沢さんを助けるにはあれを倒すしかないわ。
上等だ。行くぞソラ。
はい、待っててください千秋先輩。
Oh, that's right. Oh, come on, come here. I know I can avoid that. I have to learn the timing. Ooh, this one is annoying. I have to jump over it. Oh, come on. Okay. Do it like this. That's right, I always forget that you can double jump. God, you're annoying. Oh, that's right, I have to switch, I have to switch, I have to switch. My bad. Ouch. Paralyzed.
ける。ブリザードピア変わります。やっはっせっやっやーかがめやっはっせっやっはっ。
All right.
千秋先輩。
なんとか勝てたか。
異界化が収束していくわ。
無事に戻ってこられたみたいだな。
ええ。まさかこんな即席のチームであのクラスのグリードを倒せたなんて。先輩。
目が覚めたか。かなり消耗してるみたいだが。
ソーラ、ありがとう。助けてくれて。
いいえ、私は何も。コア先輩たちのおかげです。よかった。本当に。
ソラ、今まで本当にごめんね。情けないけど、やっぱり私もまだまだ未熟だわ。私も空みたいに強くなりたい。どこまでもまっすぐな強さ。
千秋先輩。
これからも一緒に切磋琢磨してくれる部長たちもいる。あの女子空手部で。
はい。
Can't believe I predicted the song.
待たせたな。
呼び出しておいて遅刻とはいただけないわね。
悪い。亮太のバカ話に付き合わされて遅くなっちまった。正直すっぽかされるかと思ってたが、待っててくれてよかったぜ。
それで話というのはなんだか告白でもされてしまいそうなシチュエーションだけど、明日から連休だしデートのお誘いかしら。
からかうなっての。なんだ、要件を言う前に。おとといの件、もし柊がいなかったら空や相沢は助けられなかった。それどころか一人で突っ走ってくたばってたかもしれねえ。だからありがとな。
別にお礼を言われる筋合いはないわ。ネメシスの人間としてなすべきことをなしたまでよ。
そうかい。まあいい。ここからが本題なんだが、柊、俺を使わねえか。
どういう意味？
今後ももしこの町で異界の事件が起きるなら俺にも手伝わせてほしいんだ。
時坂君。
まあ聞けよ。異界やグリードのせいで知り合いが何人も巻き込まれてんだ。前にも言ったが、もう俺には人事じゃねえ。お前だって一人じゃ大変だろ。
Oh, sorry.
何度も言わせないで。表の人間が裏の世界に首を突っ込むべきじゃない。
あなたの力を借りたのは緊急度と計りにかけた上での一時的な措置でしかない。たまたまうまくいった程度でヒーロー気取りはいただけないわね。
たく手厳しいな。ヒーローだとかそこまで調子に乗ってるつもりはねえさ。ただ手が届くものくらいはせめて守れるようになりたいんだ。お前とならそれができるような気がしてな。ヒイラギおい、我ながら臭いとは思うがさすがに笑いすぎだろう。
ごめんなさい。わかった。気が向いたらお願いするわ。どうやら彼女も力になってくれるみたいだし。
ソラ、
気づかれてたみたいですね。もちろん私も同じ気持ちです。先輩方にぜひともご恩をお返ししたいですし。
おいおい
時坂君はともかくよろしくお願いね。
はい、アスカ先輩。
だ、二人で話を進めるんじゃねえっての。
ドンドンドン。
始まったみたいだね。さて、どんな輝きを君たちは見せてくれるのかな。
Level up. Chapter 2, Mysteries and save. And let's start the side story.
一日頑張らなくちゃ。おはようございます。頑張ります。千秋先輩、おはようございます。
Second chortle of the night. Chapter 2 Side Story, The Promise That Day. I should have added a chortle counter for this
あの
game.
事件が終わってすぐ、ちょっぴり長い連休が始まりました。学園の武道場も閉まるため、どう過ごそうか考えた結果、私は千秋先輩と一緒に自主トレに励むことにしたのでした。
I think we're gonna get into an eclipse here. I'm pretty sure all the side stories I did before stopping playing the game on my first playthrough contained an eclipse, a dungeon. Whether it is something related to the main party members, whether it's something related to White Shroud.
大丈夫？ソラちゃん。どうも、さすがの仕上がりですね。
はあ、まさに職人技ですね。まゆちゃんだっけ？あなたもあんなことができちゃうの？
いえまだまだ修行中の身ですから。でもいつかおじいちゃんほどの職人になれたらなって思ってます。
うん、きっとなれるよ。すごく頑張り屋さんみたいだし、私ももっと頑張らなくちゃ。お互い修行あるのみだね。
ソラさん。はい、そうですね。
とまあこんなところね。これで時坂君に伝えたことは一通り。
はあ、おかげさまで少しは整理できた気がします。異界ですか。聞けば聞くほど途方もないですね。コウ先輩とアスカ先輩がいなかったら、私も千秋先輩もどうなってたか。その一つお聞きしてもいいでしょうか？
ええ、いいわよ。答えられる範囲になるけれど。
アスカ先輩はコウ先輩とどういったご関係なんですか？え？だってこの間の事件の時も息ぴったりって感じでしたし、あんな場所で一緒に戦うんですから、よほどの信頼関係なんですよね。
ごめんなさい。何か期待させちゃったみたいだけど、今まで時坂君と一緒に戦ったのは単なる成り行きに過ぎないわ。ソラちゃんや相沢さんの件も含めてね。
そうなんですか？
この際言っておくけど、私はできるだけ一般人を巻き込みたくはないの。協力を申し出てくれたあなたや時坂君についても同じよ。だからそれに関しては頭の片隅に置いてくれる程度で大丈夫。危険度が低い仕事やよほど人手が必要になる場合なら
そうですか。なんだか気が抜けちゃいました。私もやっとコウ先輩のお役に立てるかと思ったんですけど。
なんというかソラちゃん、本当に時坂君を尊敬しているのね。今更だけどつくづく意外な感じだわ。面倒見がいいのはわかるけど、妹弟子だったっていうのもだいぶ前のことなんでしょ？
そうですね。 一緒に過ごしたのも小学校時代の夏休みくらいです。でもあの夏があったから今の私があるっていうか。
へえもしかしてソラちゃんの方こそ。
もうアスカ先輩たら何倍やったですか。私は別にそんなことって
あらその喋り方は。
その実はまだ鉛が抜けてなくって、どうかコウ先輩には内緒で。
そう可愛いと思うけど。
There we go.
ホロスの通知ですか。ホロス。
ええすぐ近くです。至急確認に向かいます。
アスカ先輩。
So we're gonna be limited to 2 party members here. And we don't have code. This is for later, unless I can break it. No. This is for later. Oh, that's right. Those enemies do have a shield. Ooh, 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 ooh. Don't do that. Just got the ruin and started messing with orbs, and you know, alarm. Yeah, that's the whole point of the Bracer notebook, to make it so you learn about that stuff. I mean, crafts are still I want to say, one of the main, if not the main, way to attack in Trails games. Like, crafts are basically your second nature. But having a good mage in your party is gonna make all the difference. Absolutely, absolutely, absolutely. It's more or less the material system, but I think it's more fun. Also, you can experiment with combinations. Ouch. You can do a lot of stuff. I'm frozen, I'm frozen, I'm frozen, I'm frozen. No, kill this one first. Nice. But yeah, and that system evolves throughout the series. Like, Crossbell is gonna have the Master Quartz. Cold Steel will remove the line system, will keep the Master Quartz. But then you will get the double Master Quartz. It will let you create some really interesting combinations. Yes, AoE spells. You can get them very, very, very early, and they're definitely useful. Especially if you get access to aerial or stuff like that. No, no, no. Okay, let's kill these ones first. I hate that move. I hate that move so much. I don't even care. I'm just gonna... Got that and lightning, a few other element spells. Yeah, getting AoE at that point of the game is, well, it's something you should do. The game expects you to get AoE at that point. Let's just save.
どうかしたの？
いえ、ただアスカ先輩ってちょっとコウ先輩に似てるなって。
それはなんというか少々心外ね。
悪い意味じゃなくて。
But yeah, don't worry. Feel free to ask questions if there's something you wanna get answers
コウ先輩も昔からそんな風
on.
に何かと
Like,
気にかけてくれて
I
た
don't
んです。
mind.
小さい頃のあの夏休みだって。九州からお父さん師範と一緒に九重の道場に修行に来て、とてつもなく厳しかったけどみるみる上達していくのが実感できて、毎日楽しくてしょうがありませんでした。そんなある日、少しの気の緩みからちょっとした怪我をしてしまったんです。その時真っ先に気づいて駆けつけてくれたのがコウ先輩でした。
おい、大丈夫か空坊。そんなに痛かったのか？
違うんです。私こうくらいで怪我をしちゃって、お父さんならもっと。
はあ、たくさすがっつうかなんつうか。なーに、空坊だったらこれからもっともっと強くなれるさ。それよりもう俺の見てないところで怪我とかすんなよな。心配だって言ってんの。そりゃ実力はお前が上かもしれないけど、お前は俺の妹弟子なんだからさ。ほら、分かったら行こうぜ。そんな怪我なんか早く治してまた修行頑張んなきゃ。
何気ない一言でしたけど、その時思ったんです。いつか私もコウ先輩みたいになりたいって。それはきっと千秋先輩に感じた強さにも通じてるんだと思います。だから何と言われようと私はアスカ先輩に精一杯協力します。コウ先輩ならきっとそうするから。
ソラちゃん、まったくもうあなたたちと来たら。
Elder Breed and Nefertis.
迷宮の主、ソラちゃん。
はい、全力で撃破します。行きましょう、アスカ先輩。
Oh, let me get this stuff also. Ouch. Can do that. Ouch. Oh, come on. Come on. You're dead. What was that? I thought I was done with the fight.
なんとか任務達成ね。だけど今の異界迷宮は考えすぎなのかしら。いえ、気にしないで。それよりソラちゃん、怪我はないわね。
はい、おかげさまで。アスカ先輩、必要な時は必ず呼んでください。私もコウ先輩もいつでもお待ちしてますから。
わかったわ。これからもよろしくね、ソラちゃん。
Chapter 2 Side Story: The Promise That They End. New costume. Return to main story. What do you think? Familiar song or not? I think we've heard this song quite a bit on this channel in the past couple of months.
一丁上がりっと。これでだいたい300万くらいの儲けかな。あの社外非情報をゲットしたのは大きかったな。はいはい、どちら様。
あ、りょうくん。やっとつながった。
なんだ姉さんか。
もうなんだじゃないでしょ。今日の晩ご飯は食べた？ダメよ、レトルトばかりじゃ。学園もちゃんと行ってる？せっかく頭がいいんだから。
食べてる食べてる、言ってる言ってる。それじゃあそういうことでおやすみなさい。
あ、待ってゆうく。
やれやれ、いい加減弟離れしろってな。学園ね。一体何が面白いんだか。
Yeah, what's the point of school?
悪いけど今はこっちが忙しいんだよね。
よくぞ来た、迷える子羊よ。今日はどんなご用かな？
Time for the intro of this chapter. I'm not gonna skip it, by the way. I'm gonna keep it for at the start of every chapter. It's kind of the point of this intro, to be at the start of a chapter. It's kind of like a new episode is starting. Let me check something real quick. Yo, it's a boom cannon. What's up, dude? How's it going? Chapter 3, Word of God. God's app? No, I only have Candy Crush and Genshin Impact.
へえ、そんなアプリがあるのね。
盛り上がってるね。
休み明けからえらくやかましいっつうか、神様がどうとか一体何の話だ。
なんだお前、知らねえのか？だったらこの俺が教えてしんぜよ。
よくぞ来た、迷える子羊よ。今日はどんなご用かな？あ、かわいい。
なんだこれ。
神様の言う通り、今女子の間で人気の対話型占いアプリだ。
だと言われてもな。
So naturally you have it.
まあ見てろって。例えばここにこうやって悩み事を入力するとだな。
まずは出会いのきっかけを作ることじゃ。それと家業を手伝うなり、部活に汗を流すなり、何かに懸命に励むがよい。がっつきすぎずに己を磨けば、おのずと道は開かれるぞい。
ってな。こんな感じに神様がお告げをくれるわけ。
はあ、噂には聞いてたけど、本当に的を射てるっていうか、お道 店のこととか部活のこととかちゃんと環境も分かった上でアドバイスしてくれるんだね。
どうよ、分かったか、このアプリの凄さが。
なんでお前が偉そうなんだ。
でも実際かなりの精度で当たるっていう話だね。アプリのレビューも高評価で連休のうちにダウンロード数も一気に伸びたみたいだし。
私は使ったことないけど女子に流行るのは分かる気がするな。みんな占いとか大好きだもの。
だろだろ。
女子に人気か。さてはお前、こいつをネタに女子と仲良くなろうとかしょうもないことを。
バカにすんじゃねえぞ。硬派で通してる俺がそんなわけ。
Yeah, keep telling you
な
that.
いこともなくないというか。それはさておき、このアプリが話題なのは他にも理由があってな。なんとこの森宮学園にいる生徒の誰かが開発者らしいぜ。
そうなの？でも生徒って。
うさんくせえ話だな。
でも本当だったら確かにすごいね。
はい、ホームルームはここまで。柊さん、号令お願いね。
起立で
さてと、そろそろ行かないと。
なんだ、妙に急いでんな。
ちょっとこの後端末室の方で仕事が残ってて、テキパキ片付けないと帰りが遅くなっちゃうから。
トワ先生ってほんと忙しいですよね。担任や委員会の顧問に加えて学年主任の補佐みたいなこともやっているみたいですし。
あまり無理はしないでくださいね。
なんだったら俺手伝うっすよ。
大丈夫、心配してくれてありがとね。それじゃあこうくん、みんなも気をつけて帰ってね。
さてと、俺もそろそろ行くか。
こうちゃん、今日もアルバイト？
ああ、今日は蓬莱町だなと。
また夜のバイトなんだ。あのね、こうちゃん、そんなことじゃまたおじいさんに。
分かってるって。
この前もしごかれたばかりだもんね。
ま、夫婦漫才はそれくらいにしとけ。そんなことよりこれを見てみたまえ諸君。
ってなんだそりゃ。
もしかして前から言っていたあれ？
そう、今日の夕方からあのアクロスタワーで行われるスピカの限定ミニライブチケットだ。
チケット取れたんだ。よかったね、レオタ。
やれやれ、話がそれたか。
That could be something I would say in every single game I play. And we're getting sidetracked again.
アクロスタワー、あんなところでやるのか。
ちょっと北にある森宮市のランドマークだよね。いろいろな商業施設も入ってステージもあるらしいけど。
他にも美術館とか水族館なんかもあるんだよ。
そう、そこでスピカがたまにライブをやってるってわけだ。いやー、このチケットを取るのもマジで苦労したんだぜ。なんたって結成3周年、気合の入れ方が違うからな。
やれやれ、平日なのにご苦労なこった。まあ新曲ってのも確かに悪くはなかったし、人気がある。
Hey, Mr. J. Huh? It goes pretty well. We have reached chapter 3. We have just reached chapter 3. How's it going for you? Coming back home from work?
今まで散々貸してやってもろくに効かなかったくせによ。
何せ当の本人に手渡されちまったからな。 まあ試しに聞いてみたら意外に良かったっつうか。
そうだろうそうだろう。ま、
Nice.
今日は当日券もねえだろうから、せめて感想は一番に聞かせてやるよ。次のミニライブは
Are you gonna stream tonight? Okay, got some dungeon master to do tonight.
あれ
Yay!
この音
Right?
りょうたくんのサイフォンじゃない？
まあ神様アプリの通知が入ってる。
You're gonna vibe to that beautiful soundtrack.
今日の運勢を自動で知らせてくれる設定にしてたんだよな。なんだこりゃ。
今日のあなたは最悪でしょう。交通事故に遭っちゃう。
God just became Satan.
楽しい一日はあっという間におしまい。心の準備だけはしておきましょうね。
んだよこの画面は。
それにこの内容って
交通事故？
おいおい、こんなのが表示されたのは初めてだぞ。
No, I said you're gonna have some really good time with that amazing soundtrack. You're gonna vibe to it.
勘弁してくれよ。
You should probably buy
テンション上げてたのに。
disc or download the digital edition of that soundtrack.
縁起でもね。
You know what's cool? Based on what I've seen, you can replicate 80% of the soundtrack yourself. You just have to stay silent.
ライブ前にこんな不吉なもん見たくなかったっつうの。
たくお前って割と気にしいなところがあるよな。
Yeah, you should make, this is how you could make the game better.
占いは占い。そんなもんに振り回される。
Play some ease music.
いいことが書かれた時だけ信じて楽しむ程度でいいと思うよ。
そうだね。単にアプリがバグっただけかもしれないし。
そっか。そうだよな。
Yeah, you should play some banging music to it.
よし。
You know,
こうなったら今日は
good music
ことだけ考えるぜ。
can make you enjoy a game more.
ああ、待っててくれ。スピカのみんな。
Mismatch the music with the game would be fun. Yeah,
たく単純なやつ。
you should play something that does not really tie into that game.
りょうたが沈んでるとみんな暗くなっちゃうからね。
Some Yakuza 0 music. Play the club music from Yakuza 0. The vocal track that plays specifically when you are dressing the girls. Right, how many points? We get 2. Yeah, you can play that. Yeah, we can do Towa. We can do Sora. I think we're gonna start with. We're gonna do Sora. No.
コウ先輩。
おう、空に相沢か。
こんにちは。
時坂、今帰り？
ああ、今日もバイトだ。二人はこれから部活か？
はい。今日は部長たち3年生と紅白試合をやる予定なんですよ。
私ら 1,2 年の複合チームで挑むことになっててね。連休中に空と特訓した成果を見せてやらないとね。
はい。打倒舞部長です。
あの人ひょうひょうとしながらインハイの常連だからね。
気合入ってるじゃねえか。相沢はもう大丈夫だな。 空とも今まで以上に仲良くなったみたいだし。
おい。
Definitely not a party member.
確か3年生の。
Shio Takahata.
往来の邪魔だ。食べるなら脇でしとけ。
I wanna say this is Lua's voice.
と道を塞いじまってたな。
すみません。
まあいい。
Definitely.
食べれるだけ仲がいいのは結構なことだ。
あ、はい。
はあ、びっくりした。
Sora's like, what are you talking about?
学園、いや森宮でも屈指の不良とか言われてるみてえだが。
ええ、喧嘩上等で何度も流血沙汰を起こしてるって噂よ。でも空、もしかして知り合いなの？
ええ、商店街のあたりでたまに見かけることがあって、学園の上級生みたいなのでいつも挨拶はしてるんですが、その悪い人だったんですか？
うん、まあ礼儀ってのは武術の根っこにあるものだけど。
ま、空らしいじゃねえか。それに噂に聞いてた極悪なイメージとは違ったな。首輪の外れた野犬みたいなタイプなのかと思ってたぜ。
ええ、思ったよりずっと落ち着いている人っていうか、やっぱり見かけとか噂で人を判断しちゃダメね。
よくわかりませんけど。先輩、そろそろ部活が始まっちゃいますよ。
そうだった、舞部長にどやされる。時坂、また明日ね。
おう、またな。
失礼します。
I mean, I still have to spend my free time point. Dun, dun. I'm gonna kick your ass. Nice. Now, though, we have to spend some time with Miss Towa. I agree. Problem is trying to get your hands on that hardware for decent money. Hey, you wanna buy this GPU? How about you sell me your soul? Let's see if this is gonna be a callback to the CS1 scene with Towa, with Rin and Towa, where they go shopping together. Yeah. It's a callback to that. It's just reference. time it is. Alright, I think for today this is a good place to stop.